First, we had Kai Cenat coming out talking about Naruto and how much it's helped him with his mental health. And then a bunch of people saying corny ass, grown ass man watching children's cartoons. And then we had XQC coming with the base take. Soul leveling trash. Kind of crazy. And then we got Mr. Beast. What is going on right now? And there seems to be a conspiracy theory, but let's go in order right now. Should I watch One Piece, guys? I'm scared. It's so many episodes. Cry, cry, cry. Speed. Your life will change, Jimmy. And you know what else changed? Their profile pictures. Boat Speed and Mr. Beast. These are some thick, girthy content creators. They're actual influencers. They have emotion. And they're now rallying the banner of One Piece, which I think is great. The biggest YouTuber in the world, Mr. Beast, has changed his picture to Luffy. But you know who's mad about it? The Baldy, of course. And let's keep it open-minded. What's actually happening right now? Bro has watched one episode. Too many creators hopping on this shit at the same time. Feels disingenuous and forced. Ooh. Is there some corporate injection into our niche of anime? Are these paid actors a bunch of sellouts who are speaking about One Piece because of what? I don't know, the live actions coming out. They're trying to promote that somehow. I don't know what's going on right now. Let's guess who the next creator is to make a tweet about it. $5 on Iron Mouse or Pokimane. Iron Mouse already, she's not, I wouldn't consider Iron Mouse like an anime tourist, right? Pokimane, maybe. $50 on Valkyrae. Nah, Valkyrae, it took me 3 years to watch One Piece and now I don't know what to watch while we wait for Elbaf to come out. Nah, she a true weeb right there. Nah. This ain't a tourist. Beat me to it. Beat you to what? She's caught up with the anime? I would say that I would honestly bet that Ray has a better understanding of One Piece than Nicholas Light. Genuinely. Nicholas Light, I don't think he really understands what he's watching because he's too focused on putting on a performance. Valkyrae, the way that she's talking about this shit, is there anything comparable to the character development and story writing in One Piece? The series has made me cry over and over. I love this series with my entire heart, lol. By far my all-time favorite anime I've ever seen. Now, maybe she's just camping, right? Maybe she just role-playing as a weeb, talking about, ooh, Elbaf, okay, I'll type. I don't know. But out of good faith, I'd assume that she knows what she's talking about, considering she enjoys anime adjacent shit. But Nicholas Light, I know him. You know that I know him. I know that you know that I know you, okay? I think Ray would probably beat Nicholas Light at some sort of like, I don't know, some sort of what's called One Piece trivia. The funny thing about this tweet though is a lot of people are basically condemning Mr. Beast for like being a tourist right now, right? Would you consider Tectone an anime tourist? It really depends on your definition of tourist. What about Nicholas Light? Would you consider these guys a tourist? In my opinion, yes. And wait, let me cook. Whoa. Before you start getting all angry and say, what the fuck did you say about my favorite creator? These guys watch anime. They've been watching anime. But I don't think they actually watch anime like us. And we are the fucking 9th layer of the fucking iceberg, right? If there is, again, right, like this iceberg meme, right? Some of this shit. What are the Goo Goo Gaga babies here? Full Metal Alchemist, Attack on Titan, Naruto, One Piece, you know, like this is the baby's first step into anime, and it's always battle shonen anime, right? And then later on, you get to check out some other stuff. We're probably down here, right? We are down here watching anything and everything that comes out on a seasonal basis. I think a tourist is basically somebody that watches anime, is aware of anime, but kind of watches just the mainstream things. I'm pretty sure Tectone and Nicholas Light, they only watch mainstream anime. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Most of the mainstream animes are really fucking good and appeals to a wide audience. Nothing wrong with that. But in terms of like actual like weebs, I think it's better to maybe turn this into... Oh, this is the more like just update about that. I think it's more about Chibi reviews. Right? I think Chibi watches anime. Not that much seasonal anime recently, but Chibi, I think, definitely is deeper on this iceberg compared to like Tectone and Nicholas Light, which I think are just kind of dabbling here, right? What does Chibi has to say? Multiple big content creators have announced they are watching or going to start anime in the last week. It's all shonen anime. I can't prove it. But this feels very corporate and intentional. Let's think about that. This part, of course it's going to be all shonen anime, right? Like, maybe there is, again, corporate sponsors and movement behind the scenes, right? For these content creators that talk about anime. But of course it's going to be shonen anime, right? Shonen anime is basically everyone's Google, like everyone's first step is shonen anime. What? Do you really think these dudes are gonna say, should I watch, you know, Reincarnated as my sister's toilet bowl? I'm scared to watch, guys. It's so many episodes. Like, are they gonna say, should I watch, you know, I was, what's some other ones like Reincarnated as a bidet, Reincarnated as a fucking hot spring, right? Random ass fucking niche fucking isekai. No. They're gonna be watching the mainstream animes because those are the ones that's popular, because that's also what their tastes are. So I think it could only be shonen. They're not gonna watch rom-com. They're not gonna watch seinen. They're not gonna watch, like, maybe Chainsaw Man. I would say that's more seinen, right? But they ain't gonna be watching all of the other actual seasonal anime. They're gonna be watching most of the mainstream like highlights, and that makes sense. This part though, hey man, we don't know about that, right? All the things happening in this current moment. Why is it? Is it because people are simply working off of each other, right? Clout chasing engagement. That like one big, like Kai Cenat, I think kind of started it, talking about Naruto and stuff. And there's a lot of movement. Anytime you go on Twitter, it's kind of just overloaded with that. And other creators kind of following that momentum and hyping it up. Like, is this really sponsorship, or is this simply content creators saying, other content creators, big ones like Kai is talking about Naruto, maybe I should get in on that and kind of ask. And then it's like a domino effect, right? Everyone wants to engage and talk about it. And I think honestly, it's great. Are you guys worried about this new influx of tourists coming in? I think Chibi definitely would be, right? I think that the people who are constantly very hyper aware into the fucking woke identity politics of like gatekeeping and tourism and making sure that the anime stays degenerate, right? Wait until they figure out lollies, right? Like, imagine Mr. Beast tweets out something that maybe Sea Dog would do about lollies, right? Imagine Speed or like, I don't know, some big creator like Kai said, they watch some isekai show and they talk about lolicon stuff. Like, you already see what happens with the lolicon drama in the fucking Little League drama within our small little niche of anime reactions, right? Ellen Historian's getting fucking dragged right now. I see it on the timeline. Imagine someone fucking huge like Mr. Beast coming in with such a big mainstream audience coming in and condemns Japan for all of its degenerate things, absolutely. But still a core essence of the animation culture. That, I think, would be very fun in terms of drama content. Guys, I think people just want to start watching One Piece. Please be serious right now, like crying emoji. Are we too deep into it? The Basement Dwellers come out every Wednesday, unfortunately. I deadass haven't been an anime YouTuber in years. I forgot how annoying some of these people are. So Senna actually used to watch anime, huh? She used to be an anime YouTuber. Tweet something about Goku being a bad dad again. He is though! Well, depends on what... He fucking parenting? Fucking Piccolo is. Piccolo's the one that's stepping up. You're acting like you're not on the same boat, if not worse times than them. Whoa, isn't Jack the Bus an anime YouTuber? It's heavy promotion for these massive streamers to start investing in own anime. It's a fucking grift, Senna. Someone like yourself who've been Dragon Balls should know about. I don't know. I think we're getting a little bit, like, is it that deep? Like, or is it that deep? Honestly, yeah. Sometimes people just finally have time plus motivation to hit play. If not everything's a conspiracy. True. Right? They just see coincidence and they're like, what the hell's happening? Maybe it is a government psyop. Maybe it is a government psyop. I was wrong. When I was younger, I thought it'd be great if people got into anime by gateway show like Naruto or One Piece. These people don't assimilate. They don't watch anything besides shonen. They invade your culture and demand it to be changed to cater to themselves. And this is why I say politics is inherently in everything. Politics is absolutely inherently in anime as well. Because politics at the end of the day is a discourse of people's perspectives and opinions about life based on their own value system of how they grew up. This at the core of it, this is the same as, do we let the immigrants in or not? This mass migration happening. I want the, maybe we said build a wall. Why let them in? You know what I mean? It's the same shit. It's crazy how actual real world politics of migrants and locals being pissed off of being erased is literally being parallel in the anime community through these fucking tourists, man. It's the same fucking shit. Now let's think about what Picnic Sensei has to say. They don't watch anything other than well, it's, I don't like to consider all of them as the same behavior. I think that once you go on absolute, you know, talking points, it's really hard. There are instances where I think absolute, you know, like things based in absolutes are really hard to argue for. It's often rooted in so much logical fallacies. One absolute that I still believe in is about the double standard regarding blackface or whiteface. I think that the double standards that exist and the unfairness is going to cause even bigger divide. But I think that Naruto, One Piece, or even during COVID, right? 2020, we talk about the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, right? Crunchyroll Anime, you know, Awards, like 2024 or something, right? Or 2020, right? There's like a meme of people showing different like animes that used to win back in the day versus what happens after 2019. I don't know if I can find a picture of it, but I think you might know what I'm talking about. What is this one? Megalobox. But basically what happened was COVID hit, everyone's stuck inside, Demon Slayer pops off, big shonen, it's making motion like we've never fucking seen before. It's actually fucking crazy how much motion it's doing. A bunch of new people come in and they love the shonen anime. But a lot of them have very woke American ideologies trying to change Japanese culture when these shows aren't catered to around them. And that gets annoying. It gets really fucking annoying when new people come in so entitled with such authority trying to change rather than respect the culture. And if you don't like it, get the fuck out, right? That's my stance. You come in to any place, any new culture, any new community, any new fandom, and you don't like it, remove yourself. There is no obligation for the existing crowd of people to cater around these new people. Because the anime from the beginning, again, is based off of a bunch of outcasts that banded together with this quirky, weird, you know, hobby that actually turned out to be fucking amazing. And yes, it does get really weird. Lolly stuff, I understand. It makes me uncomfortable too. You can turn a blind eye to it. You can confront it. You can make a big boo-boo out of it. You can call people pedos, but it's kind of reductive. At the end of the day, when you come into a new place, new land, I think that you should respect the culture and have the intent to assimilate, to integrate with the community, to work together. And I think the existing people should have a bridge that allows them to come through, but also a filtering system. You can't let everyone through, right? It's the same thing with immigration. Let the good people in, as in the people who have honest intents to integrate with the existing community, rather than spew their fucking insane perspectives about how anime should be changed for a Western audience when it was never even made for them. And that's why a lot of people are very sensitive. They're very picky about new people coming in. I'm still all for, and the best part is, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, right? None of the things that we say is going to change the fact that like this kind of emotion is going to create more people to watch anime. And I think that's great. I think anime is literally peaking right now. A lot of people seems to have this idea that anime is washed and it's over, man. But I genuinely think that Yo, Jake Z. Get on this tweet thread right now. Yo, it's the only fucking ReZero content creator. Hold up. You see this shit? Wait. Where's the fucking spirit to tweet? They be calling each other fucking bums, bro. Like this tweet? This tweet? Bum. Jake, get in there. Put some comments in there. Let me farm that shit too. But getting back to the topic, I think that no matter what we do, the new people are going to come in no matter what. And I think you should be aware of that. Don't be mad at it. It's pointless. Welcome them in. If they don't like it, get the fuck out of here and gatekeep. But bring in the new tourists because it's important to have an influx of new people coming in to keep growing and growing. If you just have a gated community forever, it's going to die off. That's not how it works. You need to have a healthy medium. It can't be just gatekeep everybody or let everybody in. There's a nice optimized, you know, part of the spectrum that I think is going to be healthy. Let's see some of the other comments. I have no problem with people that just watch shonen. I was like that for a long time. Me too. I literally only fucking watched Battle Shonen growing up. And then I started to watch other type of animes through content creation, right? I do, however, have a problem with people who only watch shonen and then judge anime as a whole by that and demand the whole medium be changed to suit their very limited wants and needs. Like motherfuckers that watch like Slice of Life and rom-com for the first time and are like, this is garbage. What the fuck? Why aren't we trying to become the fucking Hokage? My pirate king shit, bro. Being a weeb isn't a culture. It actually is. Culture is determined by a group of people and the values that they believe in and act upon. Being a weeb absolutely is culture. Weeb culture is a thing. Your culture? I thought the same way one time. I figured if I did it after originally hating it, others would come around too. No respect for the medium. Shonen is the most popular anime genre. No shit, most people are watching it. Yeah. And why is it the most popular genre? Because it's the most appealing to the largest demographic, young, impressionable children's, right? People love hype action stuff with a lot of sexy fan service. And that's what Battle Shonen and Shonen content does. And those shows, by the nature of it having a big audience demographic from the beginning, of course, it's going to have more motion. It's going to make more headlines. And the normies outside, right? They're going to be aware of those shows, right? How many times have you had friends that actually started to watch anime for the first time because of like Dan Da Dan? Or Frieren, like, or Chainsaw Man, or Soul Leveling. Like, I have friends where they don't watch anime. They don't watch they don't know what a seasonal anime is. But because of the amount of motion happening due to these shonen titles, they hear about it and they check it out. And I'm like, that's pretty cool, right? It's nice that they come out and actually watch that shit. Let's see some of the other ones. Not sure what it is, but I'm going to preemptively blame Crunchyroll. That's right. Always blame Crunchyroll. The number of anime tourists are going to increase exponentially. Yup. And there's nothing you can do about it. Be prepared. I can't be the only one pointing this out. Literally the anime tourist meme. Well, minus the fan service. How to spot an anime tourist. Only watches Naruto, One Piece, Dragon Ball, and other common anime shows. Shonen, Battle Shonen. Likes anime because it's trendy. I think liking something because it's got motion isn't a bad thing. You want to check it out, right? But if it's the only reason, then it's kind of problematic, I guess. We'll join the anime fandom for the sake of policing others in the community. Yeah, that happens a lot, right? Especially with a lot of woke North American political mindset coming in, trying to condemn specifically like lolicon stuff. Absolutely. Or the misogyny, right? Berate you for liking something they don't like. Thinks fan service is sexist and drawings equate to real life issues. Yup. Absolutely. Watching shows on 2x speed is an awful experience. Oh, this is bait though. Okay, this is bait though. There's no way, Sor Zephy, this is a real like comment, right? Watch it in 2x speed and don't watch the filler episodes. You'll fly through. Don't tell this to One Piece fans though. This is a rage bait response. Come on now. Come on now. Unless this is real, then I'm gonna be fucking triggered. I'll give it 6 month max before every single one of them starts calling the usual tropes pedophilic for engagement. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if this is another step towards the complete liberalization of the anime industry in general. Goddamn liberals. I knew it. It's always the Democrats. It's always the libs. Tourist inbound, true legal mindset. It's one piss. The Goy Slop. The Call of Duty equivalent of anime. Is One Piece the Call of Duty equivalent of anime? What is the Call of Duty? Like, remember when I say gun ball games? Like people that only play Call of Duty, people that only play NBA 2K, Madden. I guess Battle Shonen could be. One Piece is just so thoroughly profound that I think it stands out over other Battle Shonens. But I could see how they would like generalize that based on that category of how like trendy and mainstream it is. You know what I mean? I kind of understand the, like what he's trying to say, even though it's gonna be very, very fucking. Well, is it false equivalence though? Because we're categorizing like Battle Shonen and like gunball games, you know? It just appeals to like the most mainstream, just Unga Bunga audience, you know what I mean? Even though not everyone that watches One Piece is that. One Piece, I think, specifically shouldn't even be targeted in this. I think if anything, you should put fucking Demon Slayer in there, right? I think Demon Slayer maybe could have been a better example. Hey, I love me some Demon Slayer, but come on now. It's not that deep compared to One Piece. It's a meme. One guy who's popular does it, the rest do it purely for views. It's how high-end social media influencers move. That's right, we're just leeching. There's nothing wrong with shonen though. Y'all are acting like those hip-hop fans hating on Eminem because it's too mainstream, Lamau. I grew up with anime and One Piece is still my number one. There is nothing wrong with shonen, but it's more of like the type of people that watch shonen and only shonen, and there's still nothing wrong with that. There's actually nothing wrong with gunball gamers either. You want to play COD, you want to play NBA 2K every fucking year for a decade? Go ahead, you can have fun. But the moment that you act as an authority, judging and condemning others, expecting everyone else to cuddle around your viewpoint because you only watch this one thing, that's where the problem lies, right? And I think that's the distinction that actually needs to be made when condemning Battle Shonen or tourists and stuff like that. To me, I think it's hype. I think it's great that more people are getting involved in anime. I think it's really great that, you know, corporate entities like Toho have such a obsessive goal of globalizing anime. They really want this shit to be trending internationally all over the place. And it's better for the industry. More consumers, more money, more greenlit projects, better content for us. But at the end of the day, right, in terms of, I guess, Twitter navigation and this shit is like such a fucking vocal minority crowd too. Like, most reasonable people don't engage in bullshit like this, right? This is the most like sweaty fucking in the trenches shit. Most people just kind of watch anime and leave it there. But I hope that everyone can just play nice and we can enjoy better anime as we move forward.